So everyone asks me, Matt, what is the secret to making serious bank? And I tell them the truth, but they never believe me. It is kind of hilarious, actually, because it's not what you think. It's never what you think. The real gold is always hidden in plain sight. You just gotta know where to look. You know what I mean? Last summer, I'm at a barbecue, flipping burgers, chilling, classic summer vibe, and I'm chatting with my neighbor, Steve. Cool, dude. He's like 68 now. Been retired for 5 years, living the dream. Or so I thought. I hit him with the usual, how's retirement treating you, man? Expecting the whole, oh, it's nice we're getting by, the standard response, the one everyone gives, the one that tells you absolutely nothing. But Steve, he looks me dead in the eye, takes a sip of his beer, and he drops this bombshell. He says, honestly, Matt, I'm doing way better now than when I was working. And I'm standing there, burger in hand. My brain just buffering, like, wait, what? How does that even compute? What kind of sorcery is this? So, of course, I'm all ears. And Steve starts breaking it down, and I'm thinking, this has got to be a fluke, right? Steve probably hit the lottery, or he's secretly a tech billionaire, or maybe he just invented a perpetual motion machine in his garage, something totally out there. But then my curiosity gets the better of me, as it always does, and I start digging, deep like an archaeologist on a caffeine rush. And guess what? It's not a one-off, not at all. It's actually pretty damn common. Folks, I'm talking widespread, like a secret society of financially savvy retirees. Seriously. There are people all over this country, probably in your neighborhood right now, who stop working, literally stop earning a paycheck, and somehow their bank accounts just keep expanding, like a magic money tree. It's wild. Now, I know what you're thinking. Matt, that makes zero sense. You stop working, the money stops flowing in. How in the world do you actually get richer? That's just insane. And look, I thought the exact same thing. My mind was blown. My preconceived notions about retirement were shattered, until I started crunching the numbers, talking to actual retirees who are watching their net worth climb while they're out there. On a Tuesday afternoon, playing 18 holes of golf, or cruising in an RV, or just, living their best lives, it's mind-boggling. So, stick around, because we're going to dissect this financial phenomenon. We're going to break down exactly why this happens. And honestly, some of these reasons are going to make you question everything you thought you knew about money. Prepare to be amazed. Reason 1, this is a big one. The tax situation, it completely changes. It's like a financial chameleon, morphing right before your eyes. When you're in the thick of your working years, Uncle Sam is basically taking a massive bite out of every single paycheck. It's brutal. It's relentless. It's like a hungry monster that never sleeps. You've got federal income tax, state income tax, Social Security, Medicare, all of it just vanishes. Poof. Gone, before the money even touches your bank account. It's highway robbery, but legal, unfortunately. And depending on where you live, how much you're pulling in, you could be losing 30, 40, even 50% of your hard-earned income to taxes. It's a soul-crushing reality for most of us. Am I right? But here's the kicker. Here's where the magic happens. When you finally retire, your taxable income usually takes a nosedive, like a graceful swan dive into a pool of savings. It's beautiful. You're no longer raking in that fat salary, that big, juicy paycheck. Instead, you might be pulling from a mix of Social Security, your meticulously built retirement accounts, maybe some savvy rental income from that property you invested in years ago. Whatever your specific cocktail of income streams might be, and because of how the tax brackets are designed, how they're structured, you're often paying significantly less in overall taxes. It's like getting a permanent tax cut, a legal one, no less. Let me paint a picture for you. A quick example without getting too bogged down in the nitty-gritty math, because honestly, who wants to do that on a casual Tuesday, right? Say during your working prime, you were making $100,000 a year, solid income, nothing to sneeze at. After all those taxes, all those deductions, all those little bites, you might be taking home, like $65,000, maybe $70,000 if you're lucky. That's a big chunk of change just evaporating into the ether. But in retirement, if you're strategically pulling out, say, $60,000 from your combined savings and Social Security, you might actually be paying taxes on way, way less than that. It's a game changer. For instance, imagine $30,000 comes from Social Security, that golden parachute, and another $30,000 comes from your traditional IRA or 401k, the fruits of your labor. Now, only a portion of Social Security is actually taxable, usually around half. So instead of $30,000 being taxed, only $15,000 counts. Boom, that's a win right there. Add that $15,000 to the $30,000 IRA withdrawal, and suddenly your taxable income is just $45,000. See how that works? Then, the standard deduction kicks in, which for folks over 65 is roughly $17,000. Another sweet deal. So, even though you spent $60,000, you're only paying tax on about $28,000. That's less than half. Folks, less than half of what you were technically spending. It's truly wild. And if some of that money, if any of it, comes from a Roth account, or if you're happily married, the numbers, the taxable numbers, can drop even further. It's like a tax magician is working behind the scenes for you. So, all of a sudden, you're keeping way more of your money, way more of your hard-earned cash than you ever did while you were slaving away at work. It's like getting a massive raise just for getting older, just for reaching that golden age of retirement. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you truly sit down and think about the implications of this. It's a financial loophole, a legal one, that most people completely overlook. Don't be most people. Reason 2, your expenses. They just absolutely crater. They drop off a cliff, like a rock falling into the abyss. It's a beautiful sight. Think about all the stuff you're currently blowing money on right now, while you're in the thick of your working life. It's an endless list, isn't it? Commuting to work every single day, that's gas, that's car maintenance, that's oil changes, new tires, maybe parking fees, or those ridiculously expensive public transit passes. It all adds up, nickel and dime, until you're bleeding cash. Your work wardrobe, depending on your profession, that could be a serious expense. New suits, fancy dresses, dry cleaning bills. It's a constant drain. Lunch during the workday, grabbing coffee on the way in. All those little seemingly insignificant things that magically multiply and become a monstrous monthly bill. It's insidious. And then you've got the big ones, the heavy hitters, the financial behemoths. You're probably, or at least you should be, done paying your mortgage by the time you retire. That's a huge burden lifted, a massive monthly payment that just vanishes. Poof, your kids, if you have any, are grown. They're out of the house. They're off living their own lives, so you're no longer footing the bill for their college tuition, their groceries, their endless list of extracurricular activities, their insatiable needs, and let me tell you, kids, they are expensive. Like, where did all my money go? Did it just sprout wings and fly away? Expensive. It's a black hole for cash, but a lovable one. Of course. And here's something. This is a real gem, something nobody really talks about. It's a quiet truth. You stop spending money on convenience. And this, my friends, is a huge one, a truly enormous factor. When you're grinding, working full-time, you are time poor. You are perpetually strapped for time. Every second is precious. Every minute is accounted for. So, what do? You pay extra for convenience. It's a natural reaction. It's a survival mechanism. You order takeout instead of cooking a healthy meal at home. Because you're exhausted, you pay someone to mow your lawn, because who has the energy after a long week? You might even hire a cleaner because your house is starting to look like a disaster zone. It's a vicious cycle. But when you retire, you've got nothing but time. Literally all the time in the world. It's like you suddenly struck a rich gold mine. So all of a sudden, you're happily cooking at home, experimenting with new recipes, doing your own yard work, getting a little exercise, and tackling all those little household tasks yourself. It's empowering. Is it glamorous? No, absolutely not. Let's be real, scrubbing toilets is never glamorous, but does it save you thousands? And I mean thousands of dollars a year? Absolutely it does. It's a financial superpower. This shift in spending habits, this embracing of a more hands-on, less convenient lifestyle, it's a silent wealth builder, a stealthy way to fatten your bank account without even realizing it. It is pretty cool. Reason 3, compound interest. It becomes your absolute best friend, your ride or die, your financial soulmate. Finally, after all those years, it's like it heard your prayers by the time you reach that glorious retirement age. Compound interest has been quietly, diligently, working its magic for you for decades, like a silent financial ninja, and it's finally paying off in a monumental way. It's a spectacle to behold. So, let me break this down for you, because it's crucial to understand this. When you're young, when you're just starting out, when you're just dipping your toes into the intimidating waters of retirement savings, compound interest, honestly, it feels kind of underwhelming. It's a bit of a letdown. You dutifully put in your money, you watch it grow a tiny bit, and you're like, cool, I made $50 this month, big deal, where's the yacht? It doesn't feel like it's doing much. It's like a tiny sapling, slowly growing almost imperceptibly. But here's the mind-bending secret about compound interest, the hidden truth that will set your finances free. It's exponential, my friends, not linear. Repeat after me, exponential. That's the magic word. That means the growth, the financial explosion. It accelerates over time, it compounds on itself, like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and faster with every rotation. The first 20 years of saving, those are the years where you're doing most of the heavy lifting. You're the workhorse, diligently contributing money from your paychecks, every single one. But the last 10 or 15 years before retirement, That's when your money, your accumulated wealth, is doing most of the actual work. It's like your money finally got its act together and started earning its keep. It's a beautiful thing. I've personally seen portfolios, seen them with my own two eyes, where someone contributed maybe $300,000 of their own hard-earned money over their entire career, a respectable sum. But by the time they retired, that very same portfolio, that exact same pot of money, was worth well over $1 million, a cool million, sometimes more. It's insane, right? The rest, every single penny of that extra 700,000 or more, was all pure unadulterated compound growth, dividends, interest, capital gains, all of it just snowballing, multiplying, growing exponentially. It's the eighth wonder of the financial world. Trust me. And here's the truly crazy part. The part that will make your jaw drop, that compound growth. It doesn't just stop the moment you retire. Oh no, it keeps on chugging, like a well-oiled financial machine. As long as you're not withdrawing everything at once. Which, by the way, you absolutely should not be doing. Your remaining investments, your financial soldiers, they keep on growing, they keep on working for you tirelessly. So even while you're pulling money out, a little bit here, a little bit there, to live on, to fund your retirement adventures, your overall portfolio might still be getting bigger, still expanding. It's like magic, but it's real magic. It's like having a goose that lays golden eggs and you're only taking a few eggs at a time, just enough to live comfortably, while that magnificent goose keeps laying more and more. It's an endless supply. Eventually, you've got more eggs, more wealth than you even started with. Even though you've been happily feasting on some of those golden eggs along the way, it's the ultimate financial paradox, and it's absolutely brilliant. Reason 4, Social Security. It's way more valuable than most people give it credit for. It's the unsung hero of retirement. Folks, I know. Everyone loves to bash Social Security. It's a national pastime. It's bankrupt. It won't be there for me. I'm never going to see that money. Blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all before. It's the same old tune. But here's the harsh reality. Here's the truth bomb for you. It's still there. It's still paying out. And for the vast majority of retirees, it covers a significant chunk, a truly substantial portion of their basic living expenses. It's a lifeline, a financial safety net. The average Social Security check right now, as we speak, is hovering somewhere around $1,800 a month. A decent sum, nothing to sneeze at. If you're married, you're probably looking at closer to $3,000 a month combined. That's $36,000 a year, guaranteed income. Think about that for a second. And here's the absolute key, the game changer. That is guaranteed income for life. For the rest of your life, you cannot outlive it. It's a pension from the government. Basically, think about what that means for your investments, for your precious nest egg. If Social Security is happily covering your basic living expenses, your rent, your food, your utilities, you don't need to withdraw as much from your retirement accounts. It's a huge relief. And if you're not withdrawing as much, that means more money, more of your hard-earned capital stays invested, continuing to grow, continuing to compound, continuing to make you wealthier. It's a virtuous cycle. So in a weird, almost paradoxical way, Social Security acts like a protective buffer,